What if I told you 1967 wasn't just Summer of Love and festival posters? It was also the year a bunch of bands touched the stars just once and then drifted out of frame, one perfect single each. A chorus you still hum while doing the dishes. Then, silence. Today, we're counting down 15 lost one-hit wonders of 1967. You'll know some instantly. Others will make you say, "How did I forget this?" Stick around. You're about to time travel through jukeboxes, garage studios, and dashed record label dreams. Let's drop the needle. Number 1. Buffalo Springfield. For What It's Worth.
Stop, children, what's that sound?
A protest song that wasn't exactly about Vietnam. Stephen Stills wrote it after the Sunset Strip curfew clashes in LA. Sirens, kids, clubs, tension in the air. They cut it quick, that eerie guitar like a warning flare. It slid onto radio, then everywhere, and gave the band a signature before the album was even done.
What it is.
It climbed high on the charts and became shorthand for an entire late 60s mood. The irony? As a band, Springfield never matched this moment again. Great records, sure, but only this one truly broke through. Internals cracked them, management headaches, clashing visions, schedules. They split in a blink. Neil Young and Stephen Stills became legends in other uniforms, while For What It's Worth stayed behind like a photograph in a shoebox, one band's biggest whisper.
I'm getting so much resistance.
One perfect hit, then the road forked and they took separate exits. Number 2, the music explosion. Little Bit of Soul.
You need a little bit of soul to put you right.
Mansfield, Ohio meets British songwriting. The tune came from UK hitmakers John Carter and Ken Lewis, but this Midwest garage crew turned it into a fist-pumping sing-along. 2 minutes of pep, hooks for days, a floor tom you feel in your ribs. Shot into the top 10 and lived on as a mixtape staple. The follow-ups? Not so lucky. Labels tried to repeat the trick with more bubblegum. The band toured hard, smiled for teen mag photos, and kept cutting singles that didn't stick. The problem with Lightning, it doesn't care about your schedule. They left us one immortal chorus and 1,000 summer barbecue memories. Number 3, Sopwith Camel. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Before most of San Francisco got signed, these guys landed a major label deal. And instead of fuzz and feedback, they went full vaudeville, tea-room piano, wink and a smile vocals, like a 1920s postcard mailed to 1967. It felt novel and somehow brand new.
So you look that way.
The single brushed the top 30 and put their name on the map. Then, the map folded. Expectations were weird. The scene got heavier. Their old-time charm suddenly felt out of step with the times, and the band splintered. They'd resurface later, but never with a hit like this.
I know I'd never treat you mean.
A hello that doubled as a goodbye. Number 4, The Seeds. Pushin' Too Hard.
Pushing too hard or pushing on me.
2 chords, 1 attitude. Sky Saxon barking from the center of a tiny storm. The Seeds called it flower punk before anyone else did. Organ buzz, hypnotic groove, a teenage ultimatum wrapped in garage grind.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You better listen to.
It nudged into the top 40 and became a garage rock Rosetta Stone. The rest of the catalog, cult beloved, not chart blessed. Concept albums, personnel shakeups, changing tastes. By 68, the wave had moved on. But you can hear this song's DNA in punk clubs for decades after. They didn't climb higher, but they left claw marks on the wall. Number 5, The Casinos. Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye.
Then you can tell me goodbye.
9 voices from Cincinnati, singing a heartbreaker written by John D. Loudermilk. Doo-wop polish with a country ache, like a Saturday night slow dance under gym lights. The kind of record a DJ introduces in a whisper.
My coffee with them all.
It floated into the top 10 and crossed boundaries. Later, country artists would take it to the summit again. For the Casinos, though, that was the mountaintop. Subsequent singles missed the magic, and they drifted back to the club circuit where harmonies still paid the rent. One Tender Promise, a lifetime of encores in smaller rooms. Number 6, The Rose Garden, Next Plane to London.
Flight to London will be boarding in 5 minutes.
Folk rock kids from LA landed a single that sounded like a film scene, chiming 12-string, dreamy harmonies, and that cheeky mock airport announcement cutting through the clouds. You could see the tarmac in your head. It reached the top 20 and gave them a ticket to the big time. For a minute, the album arrived, the tour miles piled up, but the follow-ups never cleared customs. One record, one hit, one quick fade out. Sometimes the next plane to London never boards again. Number 7, The Sunshine Company, back on the street again. Pure sunshine pop, boy-girl harmonies, a tambourine like it's smiling, and verses that feel like walking a warm neighborhood after rain. The LA studio pros wrapped it in gold leaf arrangements and sent it out like a handshake. It eked into the top 40 and lived on radio beside pocket-sized daydreams. But tastes were shifting. The heavier side of 67 began to roar, and this light-on-its-feet single couldn't pull the band along. Later releases flirted with success, then flitted away. They bottled a season. The season changed. Number 8, Every Mother's Son, Come On Down to My Boat. A beach red of a record, clean-cut harmonies, a sly rescue-the-girl metaphor, a hook that belongs on a boardwalk. It felt tailor-made for AM radio, and it was. Producers buffed it until it gleamed. Top 10 splash, instant fame, TV spots, magazine layouts. The follow-up singles showed up in nice suits, but didn't get invited back. The band found itself pressed between touring and expectation. Within a year, the tide turned, and the ride was over. One perfect day at the shore, then sunset. Number 9, The Yellow Balloon. Yellow Balloon. A song so bright it practically squints. The story goes, a songwriter cuts a gleaming demo. A band forms around the single. A TV star even drops in for a moment. The result is bubblegum with craftsmanship, stacked vocals and a chorus that sticks like saltwater taffy. It sailed into the top 30. Then the balloon drifted. Follow-ups couldn't catch wind, and the members scattered to session work and other gigs. In a year overflowing with color, this was the yellowest shade, captured once. A helium laugh in a very serious summer. Number 10, The Hombres, Let It Out, Let It All Hang Out. Southern garage swagger with a wry-spoken intro and a harmonica that sounds like it needs a haircut. Loose, witty, alive. It feels like a roadside sermon delivered from the back of a pickup. Top 20 and everywhere for a spell. Then mischief bit back. A novelty-leaning follow-up misfired, and radio cooled off. Without another bullet, the band's momentum thinned. Still, this track became a secret handshake. DJs and ad folks revived it when they needed rebellious grin energy. Lightning in a mason jar. One spark, one glow. Number 11, The Fifth Estate. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Only in 67 could a Connecticut band turn a Wizard of Oz tune into a baroque pop rocket. Harpsichord flickers, recorders dancing, hand claps, like Dorothy stumbled into a Renaissance fair and everyone brought a tambourine. It climbed high and became a novelty that outcharmed its novelty. But the follow-ups tripped on the same tightrope. Audiences loved the trick once, not twice. The group kept evolving, but the charts didn't follow. A spell that wore off by sunrise, but what a night. Number 12, Blues Magoos, We Ain't Got Nothing Yet. Bronx teenagers with lava lamp organs and a title that felt like a dare. The riff is pure magnet. Early psychedelia before the word had rules, jammed into 2.5 minutes. A top 5 blast that sold a pile of records and pushed their debut album onto bedroom floors everywhere. Later singles had spark. One even brushed the top 40, but the original firestorm never returned. Tours, lineup shifts, changing currents. They were pioneers who watched the parade pass. They got everything for a second, then nothing again. Number 13, The Parade, Sunshine Girl. A studio-born Los Angeles project with pros stacking harmonies like glass, sleek guitars, polite drums, a melody that feels like convertible hair. Close your eyes, it's palm trees and Polaroids. The single hit the top 20, but lightning didn't double back. Later, 45s arrived with the same polish and better shoes. Radio shrugged. Members slid into behind-the-scenes careers, producing, writing, scoring, where the checks cleared even when the spotlight didn't. One postcard from a city that never runs out of sun. Number 14, Robert Knight, Everlasting Love.
Open up your eyes, then you realize.
Cut in Nashville with a young voice and a melody built like a spiral staircase. If this song sounds indestructible, that's because it is. Covered in every decade, at every tempo, by everyone.
Open up your heart, feel the
Knight's original made the top 20 and lit the fuse. But for him, the charts stayed stubborn. The song galloped ahead, across oceans, into discos, back onto wedding playlists, while the man who first sang it moved on to normal life. That's the bittersweet of a one-hit wonder. Sometimes the creation outgrows the creator. Everlasting, just not endlessly his. Number 15, The Easy Beats, Friday on My Mind. Australia's finest export before AC/DC. Sharp suits, sharper writing from Vanda and Young, and production that hits like a starter pistol. It's the universal clock watcher's anthem. 5 days of grind, 2 days of glory. A top 20 stateside, a smash in the UK and at home. And yet, in America, they couldn't land another like it. Great singles followed, but the door never opened quite as wide again. The band split. Its writers became the secret weapons behind other stars. They gave the world The Weeknd and bowed out.